Hi guys, we're gonna keep reading Mick Morris, and we're in the second part of the scary ending. There wasn't any blood at all. As the gremlin slowly began to open its eyes, it just stared at us. We froze. You know, I did read that there are good gremlins as well. Maybe this one is a good one, and it was just playing one of its mischievous games with us, I said. The gremlin slowly began to grin, a full-toothed, evil smile at us. Okay, well, maybe not, I said. We carefully backed away. It looked just a little bit too happy to be in pain. What happened next was completely gross and unbelievable. It began to squirm and laugh. Then right before our eyes, another arm popped right out. It had instantly grown another arm. But what was even freakier than that was where its cut off arm was laying, another gremlin popped out from the arm. Now there were two gremlins. I rubbed my eyes in disbelief. Tell me that almost bump on the head earlier is playing games with me, I stated. Well, not if you're seeing two gremlins, Nathan whispered back as we slowly backed away. Sissy, you with us? I asked. Uh-huh. Sissy choked out the words. You okay? Nathan asked her. A little nauseous, but I'll live. Now what? She asked. We continued backing away as the two horrible little gremlins stood up and began walking towards us, laughing their evil laugh and swinging their arms as hard and as fast as they could. Look over there, I said. A golf cart. There was a lone golf cart. One of the guards must have left it there. Maybe we can outrun them. Ready? On the count of 3, get to that golf cart as fast as you can. Sissy and Nathan nodded, and on 3, we took off running as fast as we could for the golf cart. We jumped inside, and I turned the key. My parents had let me drive the cart a couple times when we went golfing. It started right up. Hold on, I yelled, and we took off as fast as we could. We began dodging exhibits as we tried to lose the gremlins, but they were hot on our tail. I turned down a long corridor trying to get away from the display area, but the hallway just wrapped right through. Suddenly, one of the gremlins ran right in front of the cart. Boom! We'd run him over. Come on, I yelled. We had no time to see what had happened to the horrible gremlin. We took off running towards a log building. This way, I screamed as I ran to the front of it, but it was locked. We quickly glanced back towards where we had left the cart, but the gremlins were now getting closer. And now the worst that could have happened did. That's the end of that chapter. But I'll be nice and keep going. Now there were 3 of them. We ran down along the trains and quickly climbed up onto one of the old passenger cars and crouched down. We held our breath, hoping we'd lost them. This is insane, whispered Nathan. They're invincible and multiplying. What are we gonna do? I quickly grabbed my backpack and took my book out and read it as fast as I could about the gremlins. Freakish little things known during World War II, blah, blah, blah. Some were green or gold. Some said they were apparitions and mischievous. I think these guys are a little more than mischievous. They're just plain evil. Besides, didn't you already read that? Nathan whispered impatiently. Yeah, but hold on. There has to be something else, something I missed. Something had to stop them or they wouldn't have existed past the war. But what? I stated as I read as fast as I could. I continued to read that nobody really knew how the legend started during the war, but pretty soon everything that malfunctioned was blamed on them. Well, does it say how to stop them? Sissy asked nervously. So I began to answer Sissy. The book was thrown from my hands when the train car we were in jolted forward. Oh no, I think they found us, I answered as I quickly reached for my book and stuffed it back into my backpack. I looked at Sissy, who was still waiting for my reply, and shook my head. No. We'll just have to figure that out, I said as we all ran to the back of the train car. But it was too late. This chapter's really short, so we'll keep going. When we opened the door, we found we were 20 feet off the ground. Now what? Screamed Nathan. We have to jump to the next car, I yelled. I secured my backpack and went first, just missing the railing to the next car and crossing my fingers that the door would be unlocked. It was. I opened it and then helped Sissy as she landed on the platform. hurry, I screamed as the heavy car we were just in was getting higher and higher off the ground. Nathan jumped down and made it. We ran through car after car towards the back of the train. Every car we would run through, the gremlins would begin to lift up. It felt like we were riding waves. When we finally got to the caboose, we were able to jump off the back and just in time. We got up as fast as we could and started to run. But seconds later, 3 old race cars came zooming right for us. "They can drive," screamed Nathan as we bolted down a narrow walkway. We just missed being hit. We ran as fast as we could. The gremlins would zoom by us, driving like they were stunt drivers. Apparently, they are aces at all mechanical things, so we have to figure out some other ways to outsmart them, I hollered. We ran into a campground and trailer display and just missed getting run over. They sped around the camping exhibit in circles, and once out of sight, we quickly ducked behind some of the fake evergreens and tents. We could hear the race cars on the other side, so we moved quietly and cautiously, moving from one camping exhibit to the next. We each grabbed some old metal bowls and plates, so at least we could have something to pound them if they got too close. Something was strange. We sat in a tent for a second listening. The sound of the race cars had stopped and everything was quiet. We knew if we could just get to the other side of the museum, maybe we could try to find a security guard. In the silence, it suddenly dawned on me. Isn't it totally weird that there were no security guards anywhere, but there were tons during the day? So why at night are there nowhere to be found? I swallowed hard at the thought that these little monsters might have gotten to them before we could. I'm gonna leave that one there. So the next video will be the 3rd part of the scary ending. Bye guys.